Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my top 5 favorite eyeshadow palettes ever. So if you want to see what those are, then just keep watching. So I'm just going to go in any random order. I have them all laid out here on the table. So let's just go. My first favorite is the Modern Renaissance palette. And I will show you guys a close-up. I think this palette is, when I first saw it, I thought it was awesome. I love the colors in here. I love the reds and the pinkish colors. The orangey colors are super cute too. You can create a lot of different looks with this. You can go from the more neutral side to the more dramatic sides. And I really love the darker colors and the more pinky colors for the crease and the lower lash line. I think they're super pretty. I love how this palette also comes with a brush, so that's very cool too. It's not in here right now, it's in where my other brushes are. I love how it comes with a matte light shade, which is perfect for the brow bone, highlight. So I think that's super cool. And I'm excited to play around with this palette more. Next is an oldie but a goodie, and it's one of my palettes that I used when I was first starting off into makeup, and it's the Naked 2 palette. Mine is all busted up. One just fell while I was talking, and I think I don't even know what shade, where it fell out from, but I'm holding it because it's gonna fall out. But this is the palette, the Naked 2. One of them already fell out and I don't know where it is. So yeah, this palette I was really into when oh Jesus. Oh, here she goes with all of them falling out. Great. Hold on. I don't even know where this goes. Okay, whatever. This was the palette that I used when I was first starting off getting into makeup and stuff. I love this palette. It has a lot of shimmery shades. I feel like it has a little bit too much shimmery shades. Like how this has all the shades you could need to do a soft look and a really dramatic look with this. I used to play around with this all the time and try out dramatic looks, try out smoky eyes, and do all of that crazy stuff. And I really love it. And this is a great palette if you're first starting out. I use this palette all the time. It's the only palette that I had at the time, and I loved it. Naked 2. Next, I'm going to talk about a new addition to my palette family, and it's the Masquerade mini palette by Juvia's Place. And this palette, I fell in love with it when I saw it. Oh, hell no. Well, one of the shades is falling out. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys and then close it. That's what it looks like. And I love how the top 2 rows are all dramatic, crazy shades you can do a lot of things with. And the bottom 2 rows are more neutral and brownish tones. And what I love about this palette is all of the crazy colors that are up here, because I want to get more into using more color into my looks. So you have all of these crazy colors here. I actually did a look using the purple shade right here, and I put it underneath my lower lash line, and I loved how it came out. My aunt has been telling me forever to do a tutorial on that look, and I will do it one soon. But I love all of the colors in here. The browns are so pretty too, and they're very buildable, very creamy, and super easy to blend. And along with all the other palettes, they're super easy to blend as well. And I just love this palette. It's just so pretty, and the packaging is gorgeous too. Like, come on now, this packaging is bomb. Next is my Z palette filled with Makeup Geek shadows, and this obviously has to go in my top 5 because this palette for me used to be everything, and it still is, but now I've ventured out into other palettes. But when I used to have just this palette alone, because there was a time where I just had this one alone and that's all I used. I used Makeup Geek palette shadows for couple years. And I put this palette together myself. There's so many cute shades in here, and there's so many, obviously there's a lot of neutral shades in here, but there are your pinks and your purples. I'm really big with the mauve look. I'm huge with that. And then some of the glittery ones, and they're super pigmented. You could pick that up. Anyway, super pigmented, super creamy, and super blendable. I have nothing bad to say about this palette other than that I'm hitting pan on some of them already, and that I really should pick this palette back up because they're just incredible shadows. Shout out to Makeup Geek. They're freaking bomb. Believe it or not, I used to use this black as look how pigmented that is. Like, can you see that? Like, hello. But I used to use this palette, the black in particular, for my eyebrows back in the day. But yeah, last but not least is the palette that I always talk about. It's the Morphe 350 palette, and this palette has become one of my holy grail palettes because it's easy to travel with, like the Z palette filled with Makeup Geek shadows. This is super easy to travel with, and it has every shade you could possibly need in here. Now I use this shade for my eyebrows, but that's a different story. One of mine broke. But anyway, I think this palette is very nice. I love all of the shimmery shades, and they're super pigmented as well. No? Oh, boom. These are the Makeup Geek shadows, and this one is one of the Morphe shadows. I use this palette almost every day because I can create, if I want to go neutral, I can create a neutral shade with this, or I can go more dramatic over here. And I have been inspired by some of the looks here on YouTube with this palette, and I love it. And for the price point, you can't beat it. I think I paid $22 plus tax. Great, this is the one-stop shop right here. You have every shade you can think of. You can create any look that you want to create. And yeah, guys, this is it for my top 5 favorite makeup palettes. Please let me know down below what are your top favorite makeup palettes, and please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.